again, everyone. This is Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy with the NautilusDryDocks.com, and many of you will recognize the boat that sits before me right now because it has been on my workbench for literally years. And I am here to say that while it was supposed to have been my crowning achievement, it is now what I would probably classify as the most crushing disappointment, and that is because it is not going to get finished, at least not by me. I'm going to go into some more details about it in a moment. So, as some background, I was commissioned to build this boat a couple of years ago by a very tolerant individual out of Canada by the name of Marcel. And he saw this boat when I had it just as a hull, and he absolutely wanted to have the most awesome Type 21 in existence. And of course, I was very excited at the time to take the project on, and we went to work. Over the course of time, because it is such a big boat, it went through several different iterations of control systems. It took a lot of time, energy, and resources to get all of that figured out, and we have kind of settled on what I think is a great system for controlling the boat. The problem is that the business, the Nautilus Dry Docks, is right now taking up enough of my time right now that I really don't have the capabilities to take on customer commissions, or in this particular case, to even finish this one. So this exceptionally patient individual said, "Bob, that's not a problem. Ship everything that you've got and I will finish it off." So hopefully we will see this boat in the water. I'll keep in touch, and if I do get pictures and video of the finished boat, I will be sure to post it on the channel. But in the meantime, I want to show you what I did get done so you can see how it all goes together and hopefully inspire some of your own projects. All right, as you can see, this is a big boat. It is 1/30th scale. It is going to be an absolute monster on and under the water, and I dare say it will require a crane for launching and retrieval, but it would all be worth it to get it in there. So let's take a look at the boat on the inside, how I got it all going together. The hull is split at the waterline in 3 sections. Now, as I mentioned, this is a big boat, and one of the design considerations that we had is we wanted to be able to split it into 3 sections for easier transport and storage. So, to that end, there's a simple thumb screw on the top here, stainless steel, so you don't need any tools to get in. We're just going to take that out, and then the forward upper hull slides forward and comes off. You can see the retracting bow plane assembly in the front there, but we'll get into the inside there in a moment. Same thing goes at the back. There's 2 thumb screws back here. We'll pop these ones off. And just like the front, this rear upper section slides back and up, and that comes off as well. Now that the front and rear have been removed, they hold down the center section, so this entire center section comes free. Now, I have not connected the periscope system. There would be hoses that would typically go in there, but this is the periscope system. You can see, and it's used, the functionality behind it is syringes. And they're all varying sizes and capacities so that the periscopes raise and lower at a different rate than each other, so it doesn't look like one big assembly. So it makes it just a little bit more realistic. All right, let's take a look at the inside of the boat. We'll start at the bow, and these are functional torpedo shutters in the front. They open and close, and they're tied together with the retracting bow assembly. So as the bow planes extend, the torpedo shutters open, with the idea being that when the boat dives, you want your dive planes and you want to be ready to launch weapons. This is underneath here the bow thrusters, and these are made from bilge pumps, 12-volt bilge pumps from your standard boating supply store. They blow in and out of these big vents on the side, and those are tied together with the rudder channel. So when you hit hard over on the rudder, the bow thrusters automatically come on, left with left and right with right. Moving forward, we've got the linkage tower here, linkage column, and that transfers all of the linear motion from the forward watertight compartment to the relative control surfaces in the boat. As I just mentioned, this is the forward watertight compartment. There's two in the boat, one in the front and one in the back. And this particular one houses the pump for the periscope system, as well as 4 servos for various functions, including torpedo release and the forward torpedo shutters. Moving in the back here, we've got our ballast tank, our forward ballast tank. Electronic solenoid valve vents the air out, water fills it from the bottom. Here we've got our air intake, and this sits high up inside the tower. And you can actually completely remove that, and I'm going to do that anyway because we need to. Just wiggle the hose off, and this slips right out for transport. We've got our aft ballast tank. It's approximately 4 liters of overall ballast capacity in the boat. It is a very solid upper hull, and it's got a lot of weight to it. In the back here, we've got our emergency blow system. So in case of loss of signal, this onboard pressure vessel will blow liquid air into the ballast tanks, which are plumbed together with this hose here to act as a single tank, and the model will rise. This big open area here houses the rear electronics compartment, and this one houses our motors, rudder and rear dive plane servos. These were all made with S3 polycarbonate boxes, and these are waterproof to about 80 feet apparently. And this is everything that we've got going on inside there. Speed controller, it's got automatic depth control, a battery link monitor, automatic pitch controller, and this is the ballast pump for the air. Got a power distribution block there, and then underneath is the switch for the bow thrusters. And then just looking in the back here, we got this really neat rudder assembly. It's on a cam with a belt. It's very, very smooth and efficient. And then these absolutely gorgeous scale brass propellers that came with the model. Didn't talk about the battery. The main drive battery is a large 5-amp nickel metal hydride battery pack that sits in the keel of the boat, and sitting atop of that is the, let me get this all pulled out here, remote on-off switch. So you can turn the boat on and off through a remote key fob that is attached to the transmitter. And this is all completely watertight. It sits in the wet area of the boat and provides ballast, being that it's nice and low in the bottom of the hull. All right, we got the boat apart, and it was literally probably a 2-minute process, and it's 6 wing nuts. That's all it takes to break the model completely down into its individual components. Now that we've got the forward compartment out, I want to show you some of the linkages in here and how that all works. Let's get the right ones going here. I told you that the bow planes and the shutters were all linked together, and you can see how that works right here. There's lots of room for torpedo tubes in here, eventually for, upgrades. Once this is extended, of course, then you've got, the ability to angle your bow planes. So now that it's all apart, basically these are all going to get individually packaged up exceptionally carefully, and they're going to get shipped off to Quebec for the owner. I am exceptionally disappointed that I'm not going to have the opportunity to see this thing in the water, but I know it is going to a good home, and like I said, I am certainly looking forward to the new owner finishing it up and getting it in the water. So thanks for joining me. This has been a very long road, a little bit disappointing at the end, but I have to say I am still pretty darn proud of the way that everything has gone together thus far. If you're looking for some more information about the watertight boxes there, I've got a separate video and a blog on my website at nautilusdrydocks.com on something called the MSS, or Modular Subsystem. And that's designed for big boats, and it does away with the watertight compartments that you have to undo a million bolts on the top to get access to. So if you're looking for more information on that, go ahead and check it out. Jason and I are going to get to work boxing this thing up, hopefully get it shipped out today or tomorrow. So I'm going to have to leave you with that. Appreciate you joining me. Again, my name's Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy with the NautilusDryDocks.com. We'll catch you next time.